Hi, and welcome to this week's episode of the CostofCarry podcast. My name is James Chi. Let's get started. Conditional versus unconditional approval. Arguably, the most important element of the property journey is obtaining finance. One of the most confusing parts of the process for first home buyers is the difference between the various types of approvals. Most commonly, when you are looking to obtain finance to purchase a home, there will be two separate approvals that you're likely to encounter, and it is vital that you understand the differences between them. Conditional approval. If you choose to purchase a home using a subject to finance clause, without some form of indication from a lender that you will be able to access that finance, you could find yourself in a tricky situation. Commonly, home buyers will look to gain conditional approval for a loan, which is more commonly known as a pre-approval. A pre-approval is a powerful tool for the home buyer as it gives them a very clear indication from a lender as to what they will be able to borrow based on their personal and financial situations. Once you have submitted your loan documents and all the required documentation, such as payslips, group certificates, and/or bank statements, the credit team will assess your application, and if you are successful, you will be issued with a conditional loan approval. What this means is that a bank will pre-approve your home loan up to a certain borrowing limit, subject to you finding a property that meets the agreed criteria, and provided that your situation doesn't change in the coming months. Generally, a pre-approval is valid for 3 months, but it is merely an indication and not a guarantee that you will get a loan. A pre-approval is a powerful tool for you as a buyer because it makes you appear serious in the eyes of the vendors and sales agents, whilst also giving clarity as to just how much you are able to spend on a property. Unconditional approval. Once a home buyer has found a property, they can go back to the lender that offered a pre-approval and seek a home loan. When a lender is satisfied that you have met all of their criteria, including LVRs, valuations, and your own personal financial situation, you will be fully approved and will have unconditional approval. It is possible that a lender won't offer you a home loan after you have made an offer on a property. If that property is unique in some way, or if there are any issues with it in the eyes of the lender. The most important part of the loan application process is to work closely with the mortgage broker. They are in the best position to be able to help you navigate any issues that might arise, and they also can communicate closely with the lender. If you're unsure about where your application is at any given time, your mortgage broker will be able to help you guide you through the process. And that concludes this episode of the CostofCarry podcast. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next episode.